What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Yak Nasty Fishing. You know where you're at. And today we are talking, finally, tournament talk, right? Okay. Tournament number 1, 2025. So stick around. I think you're going to like how this goes. So, guys, tournament number 1 in the books, 2025. Man, I could not wait to get in this tournament. All right, this tournament is number 3 for the club, number 1 for me. I had to opt out of the first 2 because of life situations, and you know how life will throw you that monkey wrench. I just couldn't wait to get back on the water and get in this tournament. And the biggest reason why is because this tournament was done on my home lake, guys. Yeah, the lake that I fish countless times, okay? The lake that, hey, I gotta go fishing. It's only 5-10 minutes away from my house. That's where I go to do my fishing. You know what I mean? So I just felt comfortable there. I kind of, knew the body of water. I had a game plan on what I was gonna do. And guys, you know what they say about plans, right? Yeah. But I think this is going to turn out a little bit better than you may anticipate with these conditions I'm about to tell you we had to face, all right? So the tournament starts off high 60s, all right? High 60 degrees, but we're going to have falling temperatures throughout the day. It's a cold front coming in. It's coming in hard as we are getting on the water. All right, we got foggy conditions, we got windy conditions, we had rainy conditions, we have not real, happy conditions, all right? Just not favorable for an angler anyway. So we're still going out there. It's no thunderstorm. It's not crazy. It's not predicted to get that bad while we're out there. So, of course, we're going to get on that water and we're going to fish in these conditions. The tournament starts 7 a.m., ends at 3 p.m. Of course, like every tournament, 8 hours to fish. 5 biggest fish is the winner. Okay, guys? So, same rules apply, just like every other tournament. All right? So I get to the body of water, get myself on the water, and the first hour and a half, start off like, every other day. Get out there. I go to a test area here, before I get to the main area that I want to go fish. All right? And I stop over here, get a little cast in, just some test casts to see what's going on. Because I know I'm going to go to the back of this body of water, all right? I know where the fish are, right? This is my home lake. So that's what I got going on. This is my mindset at the time. This is my home lake. I know where these fish are at. I know what these fish are doing. I had time to get out and pre-fish it a little bit. But obviously, the conditions are totally different. And I'm about to find out. So I get my rods, I go under the bridge, I start heading to the back of this body of water, all right? I already got a game plan. I'm gonna go stop over here to my spot real quick, see if I can get me 1 or 2, maybe 3 on the board. And this area is known to have some fish sitting there. I'm going straight to it. So as I'm just pedaling to my spot, I realize that's not my spot, guys. Yeah, there are 20 different anglers. So instead of approaching it like any other day, which I was doing, I didn't realize that, I'm kind of fishing with 20 really, really good anglers out here. And that's kind of a lot of kayaks to be on this body of water and think that I'm going to go somewhere and it's going to be my spot. So automatically that derails my plan, right? Because my strategy was just a one-way strategy. Of course, I had a plan B and C, but those 2 were being fished. So the plan that I had the whole time to go in here and fish this tournament with the intent that I knew I was going to have, we have a change of plan. So I got to come at it with a totally different strategy, right? Right off top of the brain, and figure out what's going to catch these fish in these spots because this is a very pressured body of water on this particular day. There's 20 guys out here, 20 of some of the best guys on the East Coast out here on this body of water, and we're fishing it together. All right. So every spot that's common sense to me is a spot that's common sense to them. And so guys are all over the place and all the best spots are taken. But it's okay. I change up a thought process. I say, well, okay, I don't see anyone over there. So I try my hand fishing a section of pads that had nobody there. So I'm fishing this section. I fish a open section of bank. I'm just trying to figure out where the fish are in the spaces that I have to work in. All right. So I'm trying here and I'm trying there. I'm not getting any bites. I'm using baits that I always use when I come to this body of water, and I'm not getting any bites. Huh. It's weird, right? But I'm also not fishing the spots I would normally fish. So as I go to hit this section of pads, I started to get some bites. Oh, I started to get some good bites, guys.
It's 12 though. That'd be cool. Oh my God. Are you serious?
But I missed them. Yeah. Got like 2 or 3 in this section of pads. And I started to get frustrated, guys. I started overthinking the process. And I started to spin out. Wasn't sure what I was going to do here. This is my home lake. I haven't caught any fish. Looking at the watch. Been on this body of water 2, 3, 4 hours. No fish on the board. It's looking like a total skunk. It's not looking good, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I slow down. I take a break. I take a little moment. I breathe on it. I say a little prayer, you know. When things get a little tough, just say a little prayer, you know, and just thank God for being out there amongst his creation, all right? So I had to calm myself down. I had to get my mindset back in mode. You know what I mean? I had to get back in my tournament mode and not the overthinking it mode. Like, what's going on? I know what catches these fish out here, and I'm not catching them. And I've been here way too long not to catch fish. This is not normal, right? The conditions, they're continuing to trend downward in temperature. The wind's starting to pick up. I got rained on once or twice. The fog was so thick it felt like I got rained on. You know, that thick moisture that just lays on you and everything's soaking wet to the point where I lost the camera behind me, guys. But I had to keep going. I had to keep doing my thing. I had to adapt to the situation. And under these conditions, I wasn't thinking exactly about a post-frontal type situation. I was in the front. I was thinking prefrontal. At the beginning of the front, these fish are feeding up, right? But I did not change my mindset to realize these fish, it may be in a post-frontal mood. Now, I'll get into post-frontal moods later on, all right, in more detail. But at the moment, I will tell you post-frontal, it's a high pressure situation. These fish, they're normally not as active. They're not just chasing baits, and doing all that extra active activity. They're actually slowed down, they're hunkered down, and they're sitting closer to cover. They're normally under something or up tight, like so tight they are touching that cover, right? So I had to change my mindset. I had to switch up the bait and think about how I was working the bait, because I did get a couple clues off in the pads from those fish that I missed. All right. I had to work on the speed, right? I had to structure my cast better. I had to be patient, and I had to open the mind up. So after this little break, I see a section of bank that I know holds fish. Ooh, yeah. So I ready my setup, and of course, I had to go with a heavy hitter, something I know gets bit. So you know what I do? I tied on my lizard, okay? My black lizard with the red flake. Yeah, all right? I had to go with my go-tos, and you can best believe I started catching fish.
Stay on. Stay on. Yes, I finally got me one. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. I need you, buddy. I need you. And the hook came off in the net. What? This ain't even a hook. Got me one. My gosh. Off the lizard. Finally. Don't do me like that, bro. Don't do me like that, bro. Come on, man. I'm gonna let you go in a minute. Just rock with me, son. I need you. Alright, 16-inch fish. We finally got us one. Oh my gosh.
I had to slow down. I had to recognize a pattern in what these fish were doing. And I had nothing but wood overhangs, some laydowns right here, guys. So I had to figure it out, and I had to work it out, because this was almost about my last hope of catching fish. Now, it took a few casts. It took me a second to readjust and adapt, but I stayed on this section of bank, and it's only about 150 yards long. All right, guys. So this is not a long bank. This isn't a very serious piece of a run here, okay, guys? It's not like I can run this bank for miles. I only have a small section of bank, and I'm hoping that this is it. So I get that first bite, I bring that fish in, and yes, guys, it's a keeper. I get a hook up, and I get that fish on the yak, on the board, and posted up the tourney X as fast as I could. All right, I found me a fish. A couple casts later, I cast a little ahead of myself. All right, realizing where that one fish was, I kind of threw this one kind of out. It was near structure. I wasn't sure if there was anything under the water. I just kind of seen something poking out. So I cast in that direction. I let that bait sit. I took my time. I gave it that hook set delay. And I had another fish on the board, guys. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking with oil, right? Now we're getting her done.
Hook set delay. Worked great that time. It's a keeper.
So with my new sight set on the hard targets here, on this hard cover, it starts to click, and I just start to pick this bank apart, guys. I ended up getting fish number 3, fish number 4. I worked that bank back, okay? I was determined not to go anywhere else the last 3 hours, guys. I worked that bank back. I catch fish number 5 on that same bank.
Fish 5. Man, it's been a tough 5 fish, but I got it. And I let him walk with that thing, dude. I wasn't trying to risk losing whatever it was. Oh no. I don't know, guys. I'm more aggressive than I thought. We're gonna put another lizard on anyway. Alright guys, we're gonna hurry up and quickly let this do what we gotta do here.
Yeah, guys, every fish came from this one bank, guys. So I got 5 fish on, I got a limit. And boy, does it feel good. We had to face this weather. We had to face the frustration. We had to face this craziness, right? So now that I'm feeling comfortable, I have probably 30 to 45 minutes left in the tournament. Maybe less than that. And I decide to go try these section of pads closest to this bank. All right, because there's a section of pads. It's probably about 50 yards away, maybe even closer. So I try my luck. And so I hit this section of pads and I throw that lizard right into them pads. I tried a frog for a minute, a cast or two, and then I tried that lizard once again. And when I was bringing that lizard back, guys, something told me to pause that bait. I paused it, and boy, I got bit. Yes, indeedy. So I did get an upgrade in that last hour to catch that last fish. I got me a call out in that last one, and it was awesome. It was awesome. The day in the last 3 hours turned out to be phenomenal. I salvaged it some kind of way. Maybe it was the prayer that did it. Thank you, Lord. And man, it just felt good not to totally fail on my home lake. All right, guys, that right there felt good. With that being said, your boy came in 5th place, 72.25 inches on the board. Yeah, 5 fish plus 1. Yes, indeedy. I don't know if it was the prayer. I don't know if it was luck. I don't know if it was skill, but I am surely glad it all worked out, man. And man, that was a tough day on the water. Tournament number 1, 2025, Silverlake, my home lake. Nothing but good times, man. I congratulate all the winners, all the guys that got out there and braved that weather and fought that. Man, it was tough. It was tough fishing, man. Shout out to my guys out there, Gordy and Mr. Gordon Quillen. All right. My homie Leon Sims. Yeah, man. Dave Crockett, all those guys out there, man. You know, on the water, the Robinsons. Yes, indeed. He can't forget you. Yeah, man. Always a good time with the River Runners Kayak Bass Club guys. So, hey, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the debrief on tournament number 1. Hit that like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below if you ever face these crazy conditions but decided to go on and go fishing anyway. Hey, what did you do to catch those fish? I tell you what, it's rough out there, man. So, with that being said, guys, I appreciate it. Tight lines and all that good stuff everybody says. Peace.